The outcome of the 2004 election changed the course of the nation and outraged many Americans. The post-election views of 2004. Take a look back to America's response to the Bush regime. Could this be a sign of things to come?
I'm kind of upset at what's going on, not only in this country but in the world, and I think the problem with this country is our media.
I have been told, and I've been reading for the last 5 years, that between Texas and a number of other states in the United States, that we have more than enough oil and enough resources to keep us in oil and gas for a very long time, but that the only thing we're not doing is we're not putting in the technology it takes to break it down so that it's usable.
Not true. No.
How do you know that's not true? If that's what's been in the news and that's what's been in articles all over.
What newspaper did you read that in? Where did you read that?
I don't just read the Daily News and the Post. You read on the newspapers.
What?
You get on the internet.
It's not. It's not.
There's more news than the Daily News and the Post.
Yeah.
It's not all the truth in there.
We don't have enough independent media going out and really challenging the corporate media. There are 5 dominant corporations controlling our media, and you cannot blame the people of America for their ignorance. It's what they're putting out there, what they're showing us, and it's basically because of advertisements. We can't get really good newspaper articles because corporations do not want that to be there, because it's all about money, it's all business, and that should be our voice, not corporations.
If you don't have a computer, go to a public library. Look it all up. Look at the media.
I'm sure he spends a lot of time sleeping in the public library.
No, I don't.
Check out WBA.
We just came down to see what was going on. We heard Students for a Democratic Society and the War Resisters League was out here today. And we were all pretty tired out from staying up real late last night. But we wanted to come out and see, well, because we just couldn't sit around. And Kerry conceded the election, but we haven't conceded the fight.
Excuse me, why do you want us to be in Iraq right now? Please tell
No, why do I want us to be in Iraq? I'll answer you. Okay.
Brown people are dying around the world, in the United States, in Iraq, in the Philippines, everywhere. And this is affecting not only me and my future, but like billions of people like all over the world. And in the end, like my children, and I'm gonna probably end up having to pay for the war. So I think that's how it's gonna affect me.
You can certainly disagree with the weapons of mass destruction argument that it looks entirely like a phony excuse. But answer the question to yourself: is there a threat of further terrorism within the borders of the United States? Most people are going to say yes. I'm getting to that, so I got an answer for you. So the first question is, how do you solve the terrorism problem? How do you win the war on terrorism?
Bush's re-election affecting the youth.
The apocalypse is coming.
I imagine most of the kids I talked to were one of 2 things. They were either really hopping mad or a little depressed.
Well, I know that there's a draft coming up. I know Bush denies it, but I think that there's definitely a draft is definitely going to happen in the United States and with commonwealths of the United States.
Honestly, I think he's just going to bring the end of our country. I think it's just going to collapse. It's already starting. The structure of our country is false. He's built our country on a false structure, and it's just going to collapse. And what we need to do now is take it back for the people, and fight for the good cause.
Hopefully, my kind of idealistic goal is that it will inspire the youth to be united and to fight for our rights these next 4 years, and to not stop fighting and not give up after this election. We can see that, yes, this election was a Bush win, but the fight does not stop here.
There are people suffering, and I don't think it's fair that this happened. And I am hurt, and I am depressed because of this. And I think it is a shame that this has happened. And he left in his house, and we saw it on the news, in his home, that he got away with this and won presidency again. I do not think it's a fair thing as an American citizen to have all those people killed. And that is what I think as an American citizen.